Okay, this video is about draining and cleaning the balance tank, which is the tank that provides water for the pool so it flows over the edge. So first of all, we need to drain this tank. Now, to drain it, at first I can get the pool system to drain it itself to nearly the bottom. And we do that by, so we go to the valves. If we open this one, this is the pipe that connects to the balance tank, and this is the drain return, the return from the pool. So we actually close that nearly fully, and that will result in all the water coming out of the balance tank, or nearly all, and being pumped back into the pool. There's one other thing that I forgot to do, but I think I'd already done it. Over here, yes, of course you want to make sure that this tap is closed. This tap here, this tap is the water supply for the tank. As you can see, if I open that, the water starts going in there, which we don't want at the moment. We want to drain it. So now, in about 15 or 20 minutes, this tank should be empty. We'll have a look in a bit. Okay, so now the tank has drained nearly to the bottom. We've still got 20 centimetres of water in the bottom, but that's down to the end of the sucker out there. So we go back and we'll reset the pool tank so the water stays out, so we can open the normal pool return and close the tank. There we go. Okay, now let's drain the rest of the pool water, the rest of the tank water. So to drain the tank completely, I'm going to use this fine submersible pump. So let's lower the pump into the water first of all. That's about okay. Then we'll just run the port water off into the garden. There isn't that much. If we plug in, that automatically starts working away, and water's coming out into the garden, the last bit. So another 5 minutes or so and that will be drained completely. Then we have to get in the tank, do the dirty work and clean it out. Okay, now the tank is drained, and I've put a ladder in the tank. The ladder that Lynn kindly broke for us. Nothing else for it but to get in the tank. Let's go. Okay, now I'm down in the tank, as you can see, and got the dustpan like that, shoveling out the muck and putting it outside the tank like that. One other important job we've got to do is next is taking the filter off the end of this pipe, which sucks the water out of the tank, and checking that. Okay, I've cleaned out most of the rubbish from the tank. Not spotless, but it's okay. Now I'm going to undo the bottom of this. So this unscrews like this. As you can see, there's a lot of rubbish in here. Okay, now importantly, this has a valve in which you need to put in the right way up. So let's just take the rubbish out of there. This is the valve. So it goes plastic side up. Let's turn that over. it's got a rubber side down and slots in like that. Okay, I need 2 hands to clean all this out, so I'll stop filming for a minute. Okay, so now this is totally clean. I cleaned it with a fork to get everything out. So it's in really good shape now. Now we have to reattach it to the bottom of the pipe. Now it's worth noting that the reason this is here is when the pull system is off, the water pushes down on this from this pipe and it stops water coming into the tank from the pool. If this doesn't work, water will just flow down this pipe out of here, and in the end it'll actually overflow the tank here. So if you ever see water coming out of this tank, this is probably the reason why. Okay, so I'm going to screw that on again now. I'll need both hands for that. Oh, hang on, that's it. So something like that. A bit tricky with one hand. Okay, the filter is now fitted on, and not really water coming out, tiny drip. So that's working. So the tank is, it's a bit cleaner than it was, but the filter's really clean, and that's the most important thing. Okay, I'm going to get out now and fill up the tank. Okay, I'm out. So let's put this water on, and there we go, filling up the tank. So about 20 minutes of this tank will be full, and then we can restart the pool system on it. One thing about this tap here, usually I keep it only open like that, because it doesn't need much filling up. But if there is a problem on the system, if we've got it on low, then we don't lose a huge amount of water. In the past, we've had a problem where that valve has been blocked. The water's been, I can't remember exactly, but the water was just flowing and flowing and flowing. So at least when we leave it in that position, only just open, if there is a problem in the system, we don't lose a massive amount of water over a few days. But anyway, for now, I'll fill it up. The other thing to remember is, once the tank is full, don't start the pool system with the water circulating from this tank for an hour or two. It's better to let any dirt or sediment settle on the bottom of the tank before we start using it, because this tends to stir everything up. Okay, that's done. Okay, so the tank is now full, just finishing off, and we'll reset this to just a little bit on, like that. And then we can put the cover back on. And we are good.